But at the same time, that itch of you being a boy for 20 fucking years is still there. Just because you're out of prison and you got a girlfriend, you were a female for the last 20 years. Your mannerisms, the way you speak, your characteristics are those of effeminate. So it's like a male that's been in prison 20 years and he's been an alpha male. He's going to continue to come out of prison to be that alpha male, ain't he? Shit, I was in there hitting, staggering, I'm knocking motherfuckers out left and right. Same thing with the boys and punks. They might try to hide it from their loved ones, which I'm pretty sure Mendenhall was doing. Yeah, that's the thing, man. That they must have had some deep relationship as far as feelings wise. I think him and Mindy really did have feelings for each other. I think they really did love each other. And you can see it in the way Mark talks about Mendenhall. Mark talks about everybody else like a bad ex. Hips. Talks about Hips like a bad ex. But Mendenhall's the one that got away. That one. Look how highly he talks about him. It's almost like if he's talking about his wife or girlfriend. How he praises him. Oh, man. He wasn't no regular boy. He had them hands. So Mark was attracted by that. He was attracted by the guy being feminine, but at the same time still being manly. He explains to you the characteristics he likes. The weightlifter guy. He liked them because he would work out. So I'm just picturing a guy working out. I'm figuring this guy must be ripped. He must be, muscled. If he's working out, I'm thinking this guy is a weightlifter. But he must have some kind of feminine tendencies. So Mark likes both. He's attracted to feminine guys, and he's attracted to masculinity guys. He wants his cake and cookies. He wants to be double dipping. It's fucked up, man. It's wild. It's psychology. But what a coincidence that Mendenhall passed away. And that's when old Mark wants to come out and say, hey, man, that documentary wasn't real. It was scripted. Right? What a coincidence. What a coincidence. Oh, yeah, he is, man. But he can get back in the game. Ain't nobody telling him. I'm not telling him he can't get back in the game. He can get back in the game. He started this shit. But see, his end game is Bobby Burke. That's where he's gonna base his Oh, we can't convict until Bobby Burke shows. We passed that, man. We passed that. We passed that. We don't want to hear no more. We want to hear what Mark got to say. Why was he writing those victims? We want to hear what Mark got to say. Because as you can see, Mark was in the live last night. He was in the comment section, lurking in the shadows. Lurking. just lurking. Exactly. Exactly. That don't take away that Mark is a booty dog. It don't. But see, that's going to be Dante's lifeline. Well, we can't believe what Bobby Burke. We can't. I don't even know who Bobby Burke is. Hey, I might reach out to him, man, and tell him, hey, what about this sequence, man? You don't want to do a sequel? Fuck, you got these two guys after 30 years imprisonment. Do a fucking sequel, man. Fuck, you got the predator and you got the victim. I'm pretty sure by then the victims would come out. I don't know, man. It's hard to say because you're not the victim. Who's not to say that this victim is still so scared and petrified of Mark? You see that he was writing this guy. If this guy Bradley got his ass taken, you don't think that he's so scared that Mark might come on unalive him? I don't know, man. I'll probably let's see a GoFundMe to go find Bradley Lucas. A private investigator to hire Luke to fire Bradley Lucas. Because a private investigator will be able to find this guy. Which message, Chief Beef? I don't see no message, bro. Yeah, see that? And that's what I told Jonathan Schwartz, man. And I even told Peter Riley. I'm like, why don't y'all do a follow-up, man? Y'all had great success with the first documentary. Why don't y'all do a follow-up on the second one? And Peter Riley was like, oh, Jonathan Schwartz is old school. He thinks it's going to be not a financial, a financial burden. They feel like it's a waste. They're going to have to put a lot of money into it. I'm like, nah, man, you don't even got to do all that. All you got to do is put them in a simple room, and you can record it off a fucking iPhone. You don't have to get all that media equipment and all that sophisticated stuff to do a low budget documentary. All you need is the narrator, cameraman, and the guest. You don't need no big studio or you don't need all that. Look how successful Soft White Underbelly is. That guy, the owner of Soft White Underbelly Media, his cost of doing business is very low. All he's paying is for the guest in the location. He don't got no fancy studio, no backdrop, no nothing. It's just the backdrop and a chair. And you tell your story. And them dudes be racking up hundreds, if not millions of views. And then not only that, but you can push that follow-up on all social media platforms. You got TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all these other social media platforms. Yeah, he did, man. That's why I had to do this live real quick, man. I had to do this live because I woke up and I'm like, man, I hope people don't think that I'm going along with this dude, man. But the way I seen it was that he just exposed himself. You know, he just basically admitted that he's a racist. And his answers and justification to why he's a racist holds no value and substance. Now, if you told me, man, you know, this is why I'm racist. You know, I had 2 white guys murder my friend. And not just murder him, they stabbed him, shot him in the head, and set him on fire. And for me to say, man, I hate every white guy because they did my boy like that. They did him like a dog. So now I gotta hate every white person for one or 2 actions that they did. No, right? If that's the case, I wouldn't be helping out hips, right? Because I would hate the white man for what they did to my friend. You see, that's a reason to hate somebody, man. When somebody takes something from you and the way they take them away from you. Not just because the guard was being mean to you. Or the guard didn't give you shit paper. Or the guard gave you 3 squares and he gave the next door neighbor that's black 5 squares. To wipe your ass. So now you hate them. So now you feel like whatever they go through, it's okay. Yeah. You remember when you didn't let me go to rec? Yeah, that's why that white guy over there 3 cells down is getting bent over by that black dude. And who gives a let him? It makes no sense, man. Your justification for your actions it don't add up. Yeah, you see it's just a way of him trying to get back in the scene. But he's been in the background manipulating everything, all the thumbnails, all the research, everything. But he knows that I'm not paying attention to June 5th or any of the other guys. They're irrelevant. So now he has no choice but to come out and face the music. I don't know if he thought by coming on this live last night and admitting that he was a racist helped this case out. I really don't think so. You know, if anything, it just solidified that he's a racist. Because like a perfect example, I'm like, man, well, you know what took you so long to come around, you know, to come in up. But it's just an end game. It's just he got his own personal agenda. Oh yeah, that's right. See, he knows I'm gonna eventually go to TikTok. I'm gonna go to Facebook, and He's gonna get it. What's up, God Soldier? He's gonna get exposed on all the social media platforms. Because all he does is fish. He wants to attack you with the information that you give him. Last night, the gatekeeper. Stop talking about me. You keep on. First, he contradicts himself. He goes, "Oh man, you're not going to grow because you're talking about me in the wrong way. If you want to grow and become a content creator on YouTube, you have to talk good about me. I'm the gatekeeper of YouTube. I'm the fucking front man." Has anybody else watched the Squid Game?